flies in. Well, there's a few things that we've added to our clinic, one of which is Neurodiagnostic Vestibular Equipment. So we are a world-class dizziness and balance center. We use the same equipment and protocols as the Mayo Clinic, and we were the first to bring it to Houston. Not trying to make you have a tearjerker here, but one of my patients when I was probably about 3 years into private practice came in, and I'll forever remember this patient. She came in and she was in a wheelchair. She had gotten to the point where she felt so off balance that she did not even feel secure with a walker. And she had been there for about 6 to 8 months. And of course that's life-changing. When you go from independence to now relying on that she couldn't drive anymore, her whole quality of life had changed. She had even stopped working because of it. And she comes into my office, and after being sent to about 12 to 13 different specialties that couldn't figure out what was going on, she came into our office, we did our neurodiagnostic vestibular test, and we found that she had a condition that was very easily to treat. It was just super easy. And the day, and this always gives me chills and goosebumps because this is why I get up every day, is because I know that I can affect people's lives this way. She walked out of my office that day. So she came in a wheelchair, her whole life had changed. And like I said, I get goosebumps because that lady will forever stay with me. And she was able to walk out of our clinic, and not in a wheelchair, not with a walker. Now there's patients that everyone's not gonna have those results, but with the proper treatment plan, it's proof of why the right treatment can just affect every part of people's lives.
Yeah. I mean, not to harp on it, but it is such a movement, it seems, in the healthcare space where, you know, doctors are pressed, patients are sick, everyone just feels used and abused, and, you know, it's just been really hard. So when I get to find a gem like you, it's just, I want to tell everybody about it, and it's just really cool to see that you do this right here in Gleannloch Farms. Who do you service? Do people come from all over the city of Houston, or?
They do. So I'm also a tinnitus specialist. I specialize in ringing of the ears, which I'm one of the few people in Houston that actually treats. So I have people that fly in from, or drive in from Nacogdoches, Lake Jackson, Louisiana, all over the place, and then of course all over Houston. But the patient that travels the longest distance to see me is a patient that comes from Australia.
Are you serious?
He flies in once a year, and wow. And then I in between I treat him remotely. And most people don't realize, but audiologists, which is my area of specialty, it's all about your brain and how it works and how it functions, how it processes sound, how it determines where your balance system is. It's all integrated. Cognitive function play a key role in everything that we do. And so that's how I got into audiology.
So we were talking a little bit about, you were kind enough to give me layman's terms of, you know, what you do, and you gave a really cool depiction. What was that?
So at our clinic, we check from the ear to the brain and from the brain back down. So it's called an afferent and an efferent pathway. It goes up and it comes down. Nothing is, like for instance, hearing. You don't actually hear with your ears. Your ears is just the collection of sound that gets the signal to the brain. The brain has to process it, acknowledge if it's there, and then interpret it. Well, if your vestibular system, which is dizziness and balance, is off, or your hearing's off, or your cognitive function is off, your body cannot just operate like it should. It'll start taking energy from other areas of your body, like your memory or your heart and things. And so other systems in your body start to malfunction because the brain's not getting the signal it needs from your proprioceptive or vestibular dizziness and balance or your hearing. And so it's really whole patient care is what we're looking at. But ear to brain, brain to ear, that's our area.